Well, fighting hunger, that is something that Weis Markets has been doing for the past 13 years through their annual Fight Hunger program. And we've got Dennis Curtin. He joins us now for our Weis Wednesday. We love this day to share how they're supporting those struggling right now. Thank you so much for being with us.
Hi, Elsa. How are you?
I'm great. I'm happy to have you here. And I love all the work that Weis has been doing during this pandemic, so we'll get to that as well. But I want to start with talking just about how COVID-19 has impacted food insecurity in our area, just to begin with.
It's had an enormous impact. Uh, at the beginning of the year, 1 in 8 Americans lived in food insecure households. Now it's estimated 1 in 5 Americans are living in food insecure households. The Maryland Food Bank last April distributed about 2.4 million pounds of food to food banks, to food pantries, to individuals. This past April, they nearly doubled that. It was 4.4 million. Every day they're preparing and sending out 3,600 to-go meals for children. The demand is just through the roof.
That is staggering. And one of the reasons that, we love supporting Weis, one, they're local. We enjoy that, of course, but also you always take care of the local community, and your Fight Hunger campaign is not something new just because of the pandemic. It's just sort of ramped up because of the pandemic. This has been going on for 13 years. Tell us a little bit more about it.
That's a good way to describe it. We typically do this in the fall, but given the present circumstances, given that there are 40 million Americans who filed for unemployment, given the record demand, we moved it up and we've lengthened it. Usually we do it for 4 weeks. We're going to do it for 6 weeks this year. We also support these regional food banks here in Maryland. We've worked with them for many years. When we open stores, they're our main donation. And with our Fight Hunger program, we make it easy for people to donate what they can, from rounding up their order to the next dollar, $1, $3, $5, or $10. There are also slips that they can get at a display, where we have pantry items. We're not collecting food this time. I mean, because of the pandemic, volunteers, they're kind of restricted in sorting out the food. So this is donating resources to the Maryland Food Bank so they probably support close to 1,000 local organizations throughout the state. This is something we're proud to do. This is something, as a locally focused company, we believe in.
Just about the shopping experience at Weis right now in this pandemic. Can you touch on that and how you're sort of keeping people safe at this time? Because I know that you've taken added measures with that as well.
Oh yeah, we call it the new normal. Our stores are clean and sanitizing on a regular basis. They clean and sanitize after we close and before we open. We require our associates to wear masks. We have limited our service departments. We have social distancing markers throughout the store. We're making a good faith effort to ensure the safety of our customers and our associates. I mean, they're both a priority. And honestly, as you know, anybody who's been in a supermarket, there's a lot of demand that has moved to supermarkets in the last 2 months. Our associates have taken up the challenge. They've done it with grace. They show up every day. They've been great.
Well, hats off to all of you, all of your employers or employees, essential workers. I always tell them thank you at checkout because I know that they don't necessarily have to be there, but they're there because there is a need. People need their groceries, and Weis does it right. Weis Wednesday, I love this day. So remember that when you are checking out, you can help support the Maryland Food Bank and do so safely at Weis Markets. Thank you so much for being with us, Dennis. Really appreciate it. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.